Vegeta and Trunks have finally returned, but are they still worth your red coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the red coin shop on both JP and Global Dokkan and figuring out who is worth our red coins, or if there's anybody in the future we should be saving for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. So first things first, this Saiyan Day 2023 marks the first return of the LR into Vegeta and Trunks. This card was released last year in June or July, right? June-ish, July-ish on JP Dokkan, and in December on Global Dokkan. And as we know, the Tanabata units always return on March Saiyan Day. So the question is this card, as good as it was on release, still worth your coins? Well, in order to answer that, let's go ahead, let's jump in, let's take a look at what the unit does. Remember that they were a bond of parent and child or future saga category key 3 HP attack defense 170, plus an additional 30% to characters who belong on Battle of Fates. On their ultra super attack, they are stacking attack and defense infinitely, as well as raising attack and defense for one turn on their 12 key. When they begin the turn, they activate an entrance animation once only. They get key 2, defense 70%, and guard all attacks for 5 turns from the start of turn when there's another bond of parent and child category ally attacking in the same turn at the start of the attacking turn. They get key 2, attack and defense 140%. They launch additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. They have an additional key 1 up to 5, defense 15 up to 75%, and a chance of performing a critical hit up to 35% with each attack received. They also have an additional attack defense 70% and guarding all attacks when they are in the first slot. Now, they do have an active skill that massively raises their attacks temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and all attacks become critical hits during the turn it's activated, as well as raising allies' defense by 20%. So they get a little bit of support there. So all in all, as we said when they first released, they are just as good now as they were when they released before. Bond of Parent and Child is still a very powerful category. Remember, this does basically, if we just take a look here real quick, as it loads up, basically covers every Vegeta post-Android Cell Saga, every Trunks, every Gohan, every other hybrid Saiyan, as well as a few other good characters. So it's still a very, very powerful category, 170 or not. So very, very good. Battle of Fate does cover quite a few good characters too, quite a few good Gokus. Like if we look at the character here, right, like AGL Gohan is on the category, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, while he has fallen off a bit, is on the category. The LR Super Saiyan 4s, where are they at, are on the category. The 8-year LRs are on the category, right? Both the STR and the Fizz one. So it's still a very, very powerful leader skill. Their ability to guard basically anything in slot 1 makes them hugely beneficial to other characters who need time to build up, especially like if you're on JP Dokkan, the Z Duo here needs some time to build up. So having them on Vegeta and Trunks' team is very, very helpful. So like I said, very good leader skill, very helpful. Their ability to guard and continue to build, not only through taking hits, but also through stacking attack and defense, is really, really good. So they are a good unit, and if you did not have them, they should be one of your #1 choices for your 500 coins, if that's where you're at. There is hardly anyone else on this banner who I could recommend. I love Majin Vegeta. He's a great card and pairs very, very well with this Vegeta and Trunks. So if you did already have the Vegeta and Trunks, he might be a solid option, but there's probably others in the future you may want to consider. But there's hardly anyone else on this banner that we can recommend. I would not recommend picking up SCR Namek Goku. I would not recommend picking up Bardock, Raditz, or Broly. Even if unless you're like a whale and that just happens to be the one character you're missing and you just can't seem to pull, then I can't really recommend anyone else. Now, before I go ahead and give you the go-ahead and say, yes, use your 500 coins on this, we do need to make a couple of considerations for who you might be missing, such as, first and foremost, this guy here. The only reason you should consider him over Vegeta and Trunks is if he is literally the last piece you need for the Terrifying Conquerors team, right? Simply because, like, he's really good. He's just as powerful as when he released, like the Vegeta and Trunks, but the only difference is he is returning during the 8-year anniversary, whereas Vegeta and Trunks, the next time they're going to show back up are Tanabata again. So in July on JP will be the next time you see them. For us, the next time we'll see Vegeta and Trunks will be in November or December, whenever we do our matching celebration for Tanabata. Sometimes it's November, sometimes it's during December, so we will have to wait on that. So if you were missing LR Cooler here, it may be worthy of your considerations to skip out on Vegeta and Trunks and save for him, because he is just as good as Vegeta and Trunks. A few other considerations that you may want to consider your coins for, if only because they don't show up that often, or we don't know when they're coming back. And that is, if I can find them here, here it is, the LR Piccolo and the LR Ultimate Gohan. Both of these characters, we have no idea when their return could be. Could be next month, could be Golden Week, could be after Worldwide, could be during Worldwide. We literally have no idea, but I would say over Vegeta and Trunks, if you were missing the two superhero LRs, they may be something you want to save your coins for, simply because we don't know when their return is, and you don't want to get caught not having the coins when they finally do return if they were a group you're missing. Two other units that are really good that I do think you should consider are the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. They will be available during the 8-year anniversary in July on Global Dokkan, so if you were missing either one of them, it may be worthy to keep 400 coins to pick up at least one of them, whichever one you don't end up picking up in your summons during that time. But just a consideration if you are deciding not to go with Vegeta and Trunks. Those are the units you should be prioritizing. But I will say that you're not wrong to pick up Vegeta and Trunks. They are a good unit, and I would definitely give the recommendation to pick them up while they're here, because their next available purchase time is during Tanabata for JP, which will be July, or November, December timeframe for us here on Global. So definitely worth the pickup. Just make sure you consider all those other options before you grab them. So anyways, guys, that is the video. That is my recommendation for the red coin pickup for this set of units. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know if you agreed with my recommendation, or who you ended up grabbing with red coins if you were saving for someone specific here in the Saiyan Day for this year. So anyways, guys, if nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.